Greetings to all of humanity's real joy. It's a pleasure. It's always my honor as usual to be connected out here in nature and bringing to you this message of emancipation, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why I want to speak to you today concerning love versus fear. Okay? Love versus fear. Now, everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. And energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can be transformed. Okay? You can have transmutation of energy. As a matter of fact, what we refer to as matter is transmutation of energy. In other words, thoughts become things, or mind over matter. So, my brother, my sisters, this energy could be the energy of love or the energy of fear. And I've had experience of this energy of love and this energy of fear. Presently, as I'm speaking to you under the influence of the energy of love. And I only could have experienced this energy of love when I reject or refuse that energy of doubt, fear, shame, guilt, condemnation, and all of that came as a result of my belief system that was planted in my subconscious mind from a very young age, whereby I would have believed in secular Christianity. I would have believed that the Bible was literal and that the Bible was secular history, and also was looking outwardly, believing in the Jesus and Mary story and looking at it literally. But I've come to understand that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, for it was written symbolically, and it has no reference to anyone who existed thousands of years ago, to any actual event that would have taken place on earth thousands of years ago. I've come to realize from the beginning to the ending of the Bible that it's all a great psychological drama, and it all have to do with the human psyche. Therefore, this mindset of fear was keeping me crippled. It was keeping me in a mindset of mediocrity and of scarcity, which in other words is referred to as poverty. So I've come to understand that the energy of fear breeds a lot of negativity. And poverty is not a virtue. Many people in secular Christianity try to make you believe that there is virtue in poverty, but that is not so. So because I would have experienced both, I realize that love is the key. Therefore, my brother and my sisters, you must love yourself. You must believe in yourself. You must embrace yourself. You must have high self-esteem. You must have the right vision of yourself. You have to think big. You have to always believe that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You must realize that you are a spirit having a human experience and that you are limitless. Do not let anyone put limitation on you based on the complexion of your skin or based on your nationality or any such limiting beliefs. Because the way how we were taught in school and the way how the educational system has been set up for many of us, it is for us to think that way. And for us to think small of ourselves. Because at that very young age, where our subconscious mind is wide open, they would have put the belief of a God outside of yourself within our subconscious mind by having us repeating certain things over and over and over and over every day in the school system. And they teach us what to think and have us say those things over and over and over and over and over in our subconscious mind and program us to come out of school with an employee mentality, with a limited mentality. And we fail to realize the power of our mental faculties because we would have forgotten our will, our perception, our reasoning, our true memory, our intuition, our imagination, which are faculties we were using from the time we come out of our mother's womb in that age of innocence. But we would have our imaginary friend and we would imagine everything, and that's all we was having our joy and our peace and our happiness up until a certain age. Then all the frustration and all of these things start come in because of the influence of the society now start to get within us, and we start to live a different life because we be shift away from our inner creative power. So my brother and my sister, it's very important for you to understand what has been done through fear and what has been done through love. And many people who look like me, many of them are still suffering from post-slavery syndrome. It's like there's so much fear that is still inside of them because of the way many of them were taught by their parents, grandparents, great-great-grandparents, and so on. And many are the rhetorics that many of our older folks would have gotten through slavery, and from the slave master, they use all of these rhetorics to keep the people limited. And many of them, they do not know it. And that is why, my brother and my sister, we must understand how important it is to dwell under the energy of love. And when I speak about energy of love, I'm not speaking about looking for love from someone else. If you want to receive love, you have to give love. Anything you want to receive, you have to give it first. That's why I always emphasize how important it is for you to love yourself first, for you to accept yourself first, for you to start with self. The whole thing is, as long as you change the concept of yourself, your life would change. So my brother and my sister, forget about all the injustices that has been done. If you're looking like me, forget about all of that. Forget about all the false teachings that we receive at school. Forget about the colonial mentality. Yes, we know many of us, we've been colonized because our grandparents and so on and great-grandparents, as I was said before, many of them, their minds were colonized also. But there comes a time when you have to break that curse. You have to break the curse of colonialism and believe in a higher self. Embrace your God self. So my brother and my sisters, when you look more deeply, you'll realize that most people are trapped in secular Christianity under fear, the energy of fear. That is why secular Christianity breeds nothing more than shame, judgment, condemnation, separation, confusion, all of these things. And this is the time people should realize how much religion or secular Christianity is tied to politics. And that is why governments all around the world could have exercised their authority over the church, the so-called church, because this is the real church. So my brothers and my sisters, I'm saying all of this to say to you, get under the energy of love. Let love be your guide. But remember, you have to first love yourself. Not until you see God in yourself, you'll be able to see God in others. And you'll realize that God and man are one. For God in man is man's imagination. Then you realize also that it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality, creating your personality. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, have the right mindset, and your life would change for the better. So, as I come here to a close, I just want to say to you one more time, as long as you get under the energy of love, you would see God in everyone, and you would walk according to the law of life. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Actually, the golden rule of life. Okay? Because you understand that everyone is just another version of yourself. And when you love yourself, you must love everyone in spite of where they are. Because everything is just energy, vibration, and frequency. You might be on a higher frequency, and you just see that one in that condition. You see your lower self and you see a higher self. Okay? So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. I want to say to you, if what I'm saying is really resonating with you and you haven't subscribed already, I want to say to you to like, subscribe, comment, or share this video. Also, I would like to encourage you to follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru. And also, if you would like to support this work, you can support by way of being a Patreon and Patreon. You can also donate by way of PayPal. So, with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.